What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is this week's weekly gaming news roundup, so let's get right into the games. Before we get started, let me go and remind you guys, I'm going to be at E3. So if you're going to be at E3, if you're a developer at E3, if you're a fan that's going to be at E3, let me know. I'll try to get in contact with you, try to spend a little bit of time with you, check out your games, or check out you, or meet you and shake your hand, take a picture, that kind of thing. But that also is going to affect my upload schedule for the next week. So normally I would upload 2 or 3 E3 videos every day. A lot of that's going to have to wait until I get home. I'm going to be trying to film from the E3 as well, so I'll try to get that footage to you as quickly as humanly possible. I make no guarantees. There will be content up next week, some of which I've already canned, but it's not going to be the usual E3 coverage you're expecting, so just be prepared for that, but that E3 coverage is coming. I want to start off this week with some very exciting news for Diablo fans like me who've been playing since Diablo 1 or Diablo 2. There is now a job listing from the folks over at Blizzard looking for someone to come and work on a currently unannounced Diablo project, and this could be Diablo 4, this could be the Diablo MMORPG we've all been waiting for. This could be, I don't know, it could just be a remake of Diablo 2 at this point. It could be almost anything, but I'm hoping for a new Diablo project. Kinda. You guys know I love Blizzard. I love all of their games and all of their products, and I love the people that make the games, but I don't really like Activision, which now owns Blizzard, and their desire for the almighty dollar and the almighty cash. I really do feel that some of the things that we saw with Diablo 3 would definitely be in a new Diablo clone, looking for that microtransactions, looking for that game as a service. They're not going to be happy just selling you the game and then selling you expansions. They're going to be looking for ways to upsell you constantly, and if done correctly in a new Diablo game, that could be fine. I just don't think that they will do it right. I just don't think it'll be done correctly. So maybe we should be rooting for that Diablo 2 remake instead. Now this week's video is once again proudly sponsored by the folks over at Verve. And the best thing about Verve is it's got content from Rooster Teeth and Nerdist and Funimation and Crunchyroll and a bunch of other great places all under one roof, all inside one app. So if you want to watch anime like Dragon Ball Super or you want to listen to a podcast like Harmon Quest, it's all available right here. So by just going to the link in the description box below and downloading the app, you can start watching all of this stuff right now instantly. Best part about the app for me is since I have a membership, I've got offline viewing, so I'm going to save a couple of episodes of Critical Role and listen to them on the plane, help pass the time. I love that. So do me a favor and go to vrv.co/BOOGIE and sign up for a 30-day free trial of the premium service. You get to watch all of these shows for ad-free for 30 days. You'll be supporting me at the same time. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game I dare speak ill of. I expect the game to be very good. It's still going to be released on time, it looks like. It'll be shown at E3, and I expect it to be one of the games of the year, if not the game of the year for a lot of people. However, Take-Two Interactive, the folks who are publishing this game, have definitely dipped their quill into the inkwell of pre-order bonuses and special editions, and I thought we would take a critical look at the different editions that you can purchase today. So this graphic I found over at the subreddit should show you what you will get if you pre-order and all the different editions, and you should hopefully see what is upsetting about this. You have to pre-order in order to get access to a Warhorse, the Outlaw Survival Kit, a cash bonus for the storyline, and a digital treasure map. Then, if you don't get the special edition, you won't get access to a bank robbery mission and gang hideout mission from the story mode. You won't get a dappled black thoroughbred horse. You won't get a talisman and medallion, which are gameplay bonuses, gameplay boosts, cash bonuses, and discount, and the Nuevo Pericio gunslinger outfit. Then finally, if you don't get the Ultimate Edition, you won't get free access to additional weapons, you won't get the bonus outfits, you won't get the Black Chestnut Thoroughbred, you won't get free access to the Survivor Camp theme, and you won't get rank bonuses, which is presumably for the multiplayer. So basically, if you just buy the base game here, you're not going to get access to any of the bonus loot, you're not going to get access to any of the bonuses that help you rank up quicker, you're not going to get access to any of the cash in game, and you're actually losing 2 story missions if you decide to wait for the reviews for this game. Wow, that's almost criminal. There's also a collector's edition, and I normally pick up collector's editions, but I'll actually be skipping this one because not only does it not include the game, but it doesn't really seem to include anything worth picking up. It just seems like a bunch of junk to me, and you know how much I like junk, but this seems like worthless junk to me. Now, there's an argument that could be made here that since this is Red Dead Redemption 2, a lot of people are going to pre-order. A lot of people are willing to spend a little extra money on it. Since it's Rockstar Games, you know it's probably going to be good. I think an argument can be made for that, and maybe they understand that, and maybe they know that. But this is about as far away from the release for this game that I think a lot of us wanted. We just wanted a $60 title with an online mode that was fun to play. And yes, if you have to put microtransactions for cosmetics in the online mode, that's the way to go. Otherwise, this stuff is just really irritating. This seems more like a Call of Duty game than it does seem like a Rockstar game, but I guess times do change. And I'll admit, this probably won't keep me from playing Red Dead 2. I probably won't buy any of the microtransactions, I probably won't buy any of the DLC, and I probably won't buy a special edition, and I'll probably wait till the game comes out, just because that's the right thing for me to do, but a lot of people won't. So here's some exciting news for folks who are frustrated with Destiny and Destiny 2 like me. If you enjoyed those games, but you didn't enjoy them enough, you didn't think it was going to be the game that Bungie would make, it's not everything that you hoped it would be. But the good news is the folks over at Bungie are actually working on a new franchise. They have seeked a nice big loan of what looks like $100 million from a Chinese gaming company to start developing another franchise besides Destiny. Not that there's anything wrong with Destiny or Destiny 2. If you enjoy those games, continue to enjoy those games. But for a lot of those old school fans who grow up on Halo, Halo 2, we're expecting something a little more like that. Hopefully that's what we'll see with this next franchise. At the end of the day, my only real complaint about Destiny was I felt the guns were kind of boring. I wanted crazy, wacky guns. I wanted really goofy guns. And there are a few that are really cool, but I wanted them to go like Borderlands 2 with it, you know? So in other news, the folks over at Ubisoft did go ahead and tease one of their big games for E3, and that's a new Assassin's Creed game called Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I know what you're thinking. Will there be Mario DLC after Mario Odyssey? Well, look, man, they did collaborate on that Rabbids versus Mario game, so anything is possible at this point, honestly. And we know very little about this game, so the reason I'm mentioning it here is to say that this was on that Walmart Canada leak, as well as Rage 2 and a few other games that have been confirmed on that. So if you haven't seen that video that I made talking about that Walmart Canada leak, you should probably take a look, because I think it's a pretty good guide for what's going to be at E3 this year, because it's turning out to be pretty damn accurate. And then finally, I want to talk about Steam, which is the PC gaming hub that allows just about anybody to create a game and upload it and sell it to users, and just about any user to buy almost anything that they would want to play on their PC. But Steam's been in a little bit of trouble lately because they have been curating the store a little bit. When I say curating the store, I don't mean they're just removing garbage games or scams or things along that lines. Lord knows they need to do way more of that. But they've been curating games when it comes to like adult material, sexualized stuff, and things along that lines. And most recently, they curated and removed a game by the name of Active Shooter because it caught mainstream media attention, and a very negative attention at that. And in this game, Active Shooter, you played the part of an active shooter. You could either be someone who tried to stop an active shooter who was shooting up a school, or alternatively, you could play the part of the shooter, which is regrettable to say the least. But here's the thing, Steam has to make a decision whether or not they are going to curate their store or not, whether or not they're going to allow anybody to publish anything on their system or not. And as of today, they have made that decision. They've decided to reinstate that game and decided to start taking a hands-off approach that anyone can upload anything to their store. That's basically their statement. In their statement, Steam said, with that principle in mind, we've decided that the right approach is to allow everything onto the Steam store, except for things that we decide are illegal or straight up trolling. Taking this approach allows us to focus less on trying to police what should be on Steam and more on building those tools to give people control over what kind of content they see. And then they rounded that off by saying, it's not just players that need better tools either. Developers who build controversial content shouldn't have to deal with harassment because their game exists, and we'll be building tools and options to support them too. No, normally I try to withhold my opinion here, but I'm definitely going to offer it on this one because this is amazing. This is mind-blowing to me. It's very brave in today's society to determine that you're going to take a stand like this, and that's definitely what this is. This is them taking a stand saying that whatever you want to create, if it's a game, we will upload it, we will allow you to sell it, but we'll also create tools that allow people to avoid that kind of stuff if they don't want to see it, to allow you to publish it to the people who do want to see it. We support freedom of speech, and we want to support that here on our platform, and I think that is brave. I don't even know if it's a good business decision, but it's brave. Now, I personally had no intention of playing Active Shooter. I didn't play Hatred. I had no real interest in playing most of these types of games, and I don't really get down on adult games either, but I do believe that everyone has a right to buy those games and play those games if they want to. I do believe that everybody has those rights to make those games and publish those games if they want to. And if Steam wants to be the marketplace that they do that at, that's up to Steam. I have no real problem with it. But I'm curious as to what you think. Do you think this is just them doing a quick money grab? Do you think this is them shrugging off the trolls? Do you think this is double speak because they actually plan to make it harder to find that stuff on Steam? I'm curious as to what you think, because my only opinion right now is I'm glad they stood up for whatever it is they believe in. If this is what they believe in, knowing it's going to cost them customers, I'm glad they stood up for it. And that's going to do it for this week's roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We got a lot of news coming out very, very quickly, so there may be a little update patch here to this week's video. We'll see. Hopefully I'll have something out by Friday or Saturday. Like I said, there will be some videos coming out next week. They won't be the usual E3 coverage that you're used to, but I hope that you'll bear with me because I will have plenty of coverage from you from the show floor as soon as I get home. I don't know how my traveling is going to be, but I hope you guys can bear with me. I'm so excited to get to go to E3. It's my first year finally getting to go, finally healthy enough to be able to go, and I'm definitely going, and I can't wait to see some of you guys there. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed this video, check out the link in the description box below, watch some videos on me, and support me at the same time, and thanks for checking out that sponsor. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.